Hello, and welcome back to Chapter 6 of the Test Modeler 101 series. In this final module, we'll cover how to use tags on top of subflows for test case generation. Tags allow you to focus on what's most important, and you can use tags on top of subflows in order to specify different levels of coverage for each component of your system. Defining the tags at this level allows you to generate the optimal number of test cases per component, allowing you to be more efficient and rigorous with your testing. The task for this module will be to apply tags and define coverage levels, and the only prerequisite is to have a master model created. The first step will be to define coverage levels for an exhaustive and low level of coverage. The second will be to put tags on top of your subflows, and finally, we'll generate some test cases for each coverage profile. So here we are inside of our master model, and the first step we'll need to do is create some tags. So let's say that our register new account screen has changed, and we want to test it really rigorously in Sprint, and then following that, we don't need to test it quite as much. So on our register new account, if we click on that subflow and navigate over to the test generation tab, we have the ability to configure tags. And we can add as many tags as we want to a subflow. So let's go ahead and add a tag for an exhaustive level of coverage, as well as a low level of coverage. And now we have those two tags associated with that subflow. From here, we'll want to create coverage profiles for each level of testing. So the first one we'll create underneath our coverage settings profile is the exhaustive coverage. So go ahead and give our profile a name and click Save. And from here, if we define our level of coverage, we can leave the rest of the model as medium, but we'll add in the tag that we created earlier. So we'll search for that, and we'll see that it's used once inside of our model. And when we click Import, we now have the ability to generate a different test suite for that specific subflow. So let's change this from High to Exhaustive and click Save. So now we have an exhaustive profile, and we'll want to repeat the same process for a lower level of coverage. So let's go ahead and click New, and this time we'll name it Low Level. And when we select our coverage level, we'll once again leave the default coverage as medium, and then we'll add in our low tag and select a low level of coverage. And now let's generate test cases for each of these suites. So if we first start with the exhaustive level of coverage, we see that we have a total of 26 paths selected, and it's going to be rigorously testing that register new account. Now let's repeat that process for a low level of coverage. And this time we only have 16 pathways because it's not testing every permutation possible inside of that register for new account model. So tags are a really good way to specify different levels of coverage for each part of your model.